Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol MCZ. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think that's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price. And in this situation, makes mapping out a very logical question quite straightforward. And that question revolves around the fact that today was quite a nice move. I can't imagine anybody sitting around and saying that today wasn't a good move. Everybody would agree, good solid move on the Bulls' part. But that does lead into the question, but is there any sort of true power behind this price movement? Is there any sort of genuine strength? Or is this just some sort of knee-jerk reaction, dead cat bounce type move? I have no idea. But like I said, by using charts, we can make answering that question very straightforward. And in my mind, it all revolves around a single level. And that's why I love charts, makes things very straightforward. And that level is right here at 7.5 cents. Why is 7.5 cents important? Well, hopefully we can all agree on the logic that price movements with true power, with genuine strength, the price is going to progress forward. The price is not going to go back to where it was. I'm assuming you're saying, hey, thanks, Captain Obvious. Of course, if a price movement is truly strong, it's not going to go back to where it was. So with that in mind, think about 7.5 cents. Any sort of closes below it, or worse yet, if the price separates to the downside, what is that doing to the price? That's putting the price right back to within this range where it already was. Again, going back, not a sign of true strength. Whereas let's say the price pulls back here, not saying it will, but let's just pretend, bounces around and then heads back up. What would you have in this situation? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have this previous set of lows down there. If you picture each of those as stair steps, well, hey, now you have stair steps progressing in the upwards direction, and that's what truly strong moves do, right? They make progress in the upwards direction as time goes by. So 0.075, definitely that key level of support going forward. As far as levels of resistance, pretty straightforward at this point in time, and it's got everything to do with that pink line there, which is the famous 200 period simple moving average. Even if you have just a surface deep understanding of charts, I'm sure you know that, and you've heard that you've heard of the 200 moving simple moving average, and you know that when the prices blow it, it tends to act as resistance, and that's exactly what essentially happened. Late this afternoon, price was able to get up above it a few times, but has never really been able to maintain above it. So that'll be key level of resistance going into tomorrow. No doubt about it, though. Very, very nice day today. Now it's just a question of, can the bulls build upon this momentum going forward? We shall see. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey, Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.